It was a good day, good week, and a bad week for Pastafarians.
Uh-oh.
Is it Pastafarians or Pastafarians?
Pastafarians. Sorry, my mistake.
Because it's like Rastafarians.
If you're a seafarer that eats pasta, you're a pasta seafarer. But if you're just a Pastafarian, then you're a Pastafarian.
Good to know.
Okay. New Zealand Pastafarians tie knot in first recognized wedding. The first Pastafarian wedding. You know what Pastafarianism
Of course I do.
is?
Yes,
okay.
indeed.
You might want to inform our listeners.
It's a parody religion. They worship the flying spaghetti monster.
And in New Zealand, apparently, they said okay.
And in New Zealand, donned in eye patches and a spaghetti bridal headdress, 2 New Zealanders have celebrated the first legally recognized Pastafarian marriage on board a pirate ship, in a milestone of recognition for the bizarre global religion. The Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, whose stated beliefs are in a god made of spaghetti, have amassed followers around the world. Followers wear colanders on their heads and revere pirates. I hadn't heard the pirate part.
Oh, yeah, that's a central plank.
What does that have to do with pasta?
Well, what does a monster have to do with pasta or flying?
Well, because he's God. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
I think they explain it in the article, don't they?
They revere pirates, insist that they are not a spoof church, and that their beliefs are genuine. The group also celebrates holidays such as Talk Like a Pirate Day. Again, that makes
I think a lot of us celebrate that, though. It doesn't make us
like a pirate
Pastafarians. Kind of like Christmas.
Yeah.
Does the flying spaghetti monster permit divorce? That's my question, because I don't think this marriage founded upon a mockery is going to last very long.
I'm imagining the way you kiss the bride is sort of like in Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
That would seal the deal.
That would seal the deal. That's sort of the...
Fantastic. I'm not sure
there
the
we go.
Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster has a particularly robust theology of marriage.
They apparently do have pirates,
Or
however.
anything else. New Zealand's government earlier this month agreed to an application from member Karen Martin to become a legal marriage celebrant, means someone who can an officiant, after the group was deemed to comply with the country's regulations. And the vows went something like this: "Does ye take this feisty wench to be ye lawfully wedded best mate? Does ye promise to stay at the helm even when seas are rough?"
You can do a much better pirate than that, Phil.
Yeah, I'm not up to it.
Oh.
Karen, the self-declared minestrone, asked the couple. Would you feel good about starting your marriage as a joke? I don't know that I would feel... I mean, a lot of people get married in Disney World, and they want Mickey Mouse at their ceremony.
But that's because for them,
But they
for
really...
some people, Disney is really a religion.
Yeah, and they believe in it.
Right.
No one really believes in this flying spaghetti monster.
Right. But they
So-
believe in mocking religion.
Yeah, but so much that you want to make it the focus of your wedding?
There's setups for conversion. They're just gonna. It's all gonna buckle. They're gonna be like, all right, we want something real. Guess what? This thing doesn't
You know
exist.
what? There's too much carbs in this religion. I won't need meat. Okay, bad week for Pastafarians.
I thought
Trouble.
I read in the going back to the pirate thing though. If you're reading the same article I read this week on it, they said that the reason they do the pirate thing is because they believe that all people descended from pirates. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I
Remember
did read that somewhere.
Because otherwise the the pirate thing has no connection.
You're right. They believe all people descended, but they don't really believe that.
Well, you know what I
because
mean.
it doesn't make any sense.
If you were going to make up your
They're
own
pretending.
food-based religion,
Why would you pick pirates? They don't.
why would you pick pasta?
They don't bathe.
And isn't spaghetti too ethnocentric a pasta?
That's true.
To represent all people.
Yeah.
They need a Pentecost. They need to bring all the nations in, and they're not there yet.
So science says we all emanated from Africa,
What is the African noodle?
and Pastafarianism says we all emanated from Italy. It's in conflict with science,
I think you're right.
and yet it's the most popular religion
Although
of
there are
atheists.
quite a few pirates in Africa now. Somali pirates, for example.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but it's recent. That's recent.
Well, I was just going to say the conspiracy theory about Michelangelo leading to Pastafarianism makes sense because he was, of course, Italian.
Well, see, there it is. Now we've got a book. We have like a Da Vinci Code
Where's the rim
Part
shot
2.
bell?
Yeah.
Ta-ta-ka. Okay. Bad week for Pastafarians. A federal court, now we're back to the United States, where everyone thinks clearly about all issues. A federal court has ruled that the flying spaghetti monster, referred to as his flying noodliness by fans and followers, is not, alas, the object of a real religion. This is actually interesting. Federal court, Nebraska, 16-page decision. 16 pages. A federal court had to write about the flying spaghetti monster for 16 pages, and our dollars paid for it.
Or at least, it's federal court. Yeah, it is our dollars.
Thank you very much. The U.S. District Court of Nebraska ruled on April 12th that Pastafarianism is satire, not sacred, and that anyone who thinks it is a religion has made an error of, quote, basic reading comprehension. This is not a question of theology, the ruling read. The Fsm Gospel, FSM, you got to know the lingo.
Right.
Let's talk about the Fsm Gospel, is plainly a work of satire meant to entertain while making a pointed political statement. To read it as religious doctrine would be little different from grounding a, quote, religious exercise on any other work of fiction. Now, obviously, that's where skeptics fight back and say, well, wait a minute, that's what Christianity is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what Islam is. It's what Mormonism is.
Well, this gets to something we've talked about all the time in the podcast, which is the difficulty in creating a legal definition for religion.
Right. Right.
But at least this judge recognizes satire, when something is created with a satirical point,
right.
It's hard to say.
So that would differentiate Pastafarianism even from Scientology, which is,
Which was created for purely monetary reasons.
Well,
wait, haven't you seen all those Scientologist churches in the poor neighborhoods of the world? It's the where they really flourish, because that's the...
There are people who...
Genuinely believe it.
It wasn't satire. Was it?
I don't
to begin
know.
with?
It could have been.
I thought with
L. Ron
Dianetics, L. Ron Hubbard,
Yeah.
it was a kind of a challenge. It was like can you make a religion?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think,
really?
I
So it
yield
may
on
be
that. That might
closer
not be
to-
true.
It may be closer to flying spaghettiism.
But they did get their tax-exempt status through nefarious means.
I say wait for at least 1,000 years before you found your life on a religion. Give it 1,000 years of lead time, and then don't.
I don't know how long you're going to last, Dr. Non-Reverend Matthew, but I'm not going to last 1,000 years. I don't have that kind of time.
Well, no. The
I don't have
religion
that-
has
I
to
need
be
to
around
make a
1,000
decision.
years. You do. But the religion, I'm saying, you have to. It
don't
has to
join a
have a
religion.
lot of
Yeah,
lead time. It's gone through its early phases. You've seen some difficulties.
Is that the vetting process?
That should
would
be
you
the
say?
vetting process,
A
which is why.
millennial vetting
Oh
process?
yeah, give it at least. I say give it a couple.